Okay, so, I don't really know how to start this. So I've been thinking about using this channel for some sort of actual content for probably a year or more now. Maybe 2 years. I don't really know. It's been a while. I mostly just use this for whatever doesn't fit in the other 50 channels that I don't use. But I always kind of wanted to use it for behind the scenes or extra stuff that doesn't really fit on the main channel, like maybe unscripted rambling about games I've been playing or whatever. I don't know. But I had this in the back of my mind for a little bit because I was thinking about the next main channel video I wanted to make, and I don't even really know how many people care. Maybe there's only one person out there that actually cares about what I'm putting out next. But I don't know. It feels nice to put my thoughts out there somewhere, tangible, that someone else can see, I guess, so that I'm not having to keep everything in my head, because it's I start to lose my mind a little bit if I'm stuck in my own head for too long, if that makes any sense. The next video, I would be referring to obviously Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. I want to do a video on those really badly. I was working on a different video before that, but I keep going through stages of motivation and then demotivation and then motivation and then back, and I kind of have a hard time managing that, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that because I'm having that problem to a much larger degree with Deltarune. I guess something that really got me to thinking about it more was a video from another user that I had seen pop up in my recommended about a week ago. It was something along the lines of Deltarune is a miserable playthrough to make. I don't remember who the user was who made the video, but the point of the video was kind of talking about the community's problem with backseating to an absurd degree and spoiling major elements of Deltarune and Undertale to creators who are experiencing the games for the first time, rather than just letting them find stuff for themselves. And it's not exactly that I feel like I would see the same sort of response with my video, because the difference is, that's a playthrough, whereas what I'm making is, what I'm wanting to do is an analysis of the game. I guess what I'm more afraid of is accidentally spreading misconceptions about the themes or the story in chapter 3 and 4, because there were certain things that I misunderstood in Deltarune, my chapter 2 video, the biggest thing being Chris is the knight, which obviously now we know they aren't. I was making that I was being very foolhardy with that assumption to begin with, without even really considering the fact that earlier in the chapter we learned exactly how dark fountains were formed. All the characters kind of learned that, and also there's some stuff in chapters 3 and 4 that sort of recontextualize that scene. It's just a very overwhelming thing to try and make, because I want to try and cover as much as I can, but there is so much stuff to Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. More so, I feel than either of the chapters before it. And I mean, I guess it makes sense because there's a bigger team working on this now. It's obviously going to grow in different ways as the project continues. There's stuff I'm finding out about these chapters every single day. There's so many little hidden dialogue thing options or hidden events that I didn't know about. Very, very specific things that I feel it would take me an impossible amount of time to find myself. And that's why I feel in some way it would be really nice to have an actual save state system for Deltarune, so that I can actually properly experience a lot of these hidden things or secrets or Easter eggs myself, because I kind of hate having to look up how to do some of this stuff, but I feel like some of these things are so incredibly specific that it's like, how am I supposed to how am I supposed to figure this out on my own? I mean, there's some things you can kind of piece together, but the point being is I'm just afraid of missing something. I'm afraid of not covering something correctly. I'm just not sure how to cover it in general, because it even though I put out my chapter 2 video like very late, it was like a month or two after the chapter had actually come out, I was at the time incredibly surprised that the video took off at all because of that. And I am sort of hoping to see like even a fraction of the same response, but at the same time it kind of, that idea still sort of scares me, because like, I guess in some way I need to make it clear that as much as I am a big fan of Deltarune, I am more casual leaning still, even though I do like to delve into a lot of these like secrets and things whenever I see them. It's just a lot of the time there's stuff that I just don't think about, that like I feel like Deltarune and Undertale fans just kind of like, they're kind of little gremlins who just dig through like Toby Fox's trash for anything, for even the tiniest little table scrap of like lore about some random ass character like the Pippins. Like, I don't feel like I see other fandoms do that, but I don't really know. I don't interact with other fandoms much, so I'm sure there's people like that in every fandom. It's just I feel like in the Deltarune fandom in particular, it's like it's very noticeable. I mean, there's even like to a lesser extent, because this is like a bigger thing, there's like a ton of unused content in chapter 3, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I had like an overall point to this other than just me being a little bit overwhelmed, and it's making it hard to actually start working on the script. I have like a portion of the script, the intro written, but it's like I feel like I don't really know how to write it, and it's hard to do this sometimes because I only have like one person who I feel like I could ask for YouTube advice, and I don't know, I don't really, I wish I had like a council, you know, like a shadow council I could go to ask for like feedback on like scripts and stuff, and not have to like show it to literally everybody and then just ruin the video. Not that I'm writing like some Shakespearean kind of insane thing, but like, I don't know. It's nice to actually get some sort of feedback on what you're making before you put it out, and then everyone just throws tomatoes at you. Because I don't want to bring on the wrath of the Deltarune community. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was pretty much it. I don't really know how to end this. If you're still here, you're pretty epic. Also, if you're interested, I've tried opening another Discord server. I want to try that out again. I'm going to try to leave it open regardless of like my current feelings on things. So don't expect it to be like super active. I mean, I never expect them to be active because I've opened like 50,000 of them. But if you're interested, it's there. If you're not, that's cool too. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you guys, whoever is watching this, at some point, at some time, in some other universe, or, you know, place. I don't know.